Okay, so now we're going to talk about volume of pyramids. Now pyramids, one thing you want to understand is pyramids have a square base. So they are a three-dimensional shape with one base and triangular lateral faces. Lateral means up and down. So this is different than a triangular pyramid. A triangular pyramid, the base would be a triangle instead of a square. So it would only have 3 lateral faces instead of 4. So I have here that the formula for the volume is 1/3 the area of the base times the height. So the big B here, just like when we had volume of triangular prisms, we had the area of the base, which in that case was a triangle. Here the base is a square. Okay, so now we just need to figure out what our numbers would look like. So if we have a volume of a pyramid, let's go ahead and give dimensions of 9 inches. Let's give 5 inches. And then there should be a height given, okay? And the height, that's from the base all the way up to the point, okay? That is not this. It is not the lateral slant, okay? It is not the slant. It is from the base to the top point, okay? So my height represents space or distance from base to point, okay? Not the slant, okay? We use that at a different point. All right, so let's go ahead and let's plug in these numbers. So the area of the base of a square, we know, is length times width, right? So our formula would look like this. Length times width of base times, 1/3 length times width of the base times the height. Okay, so let's look and plug in our numbers. Let's just go ahead and label this length. And again, it does not matter which ones we use or which ones we label length or width, because when I multiply, it does not matter the order in which I multiply them. So let's bring down our formula. 1/3, 5 times 9. And then my height, let's see what my height is given at, and we will make that be 6. Okay, my height will make it 6. All right, so we go through and we now have our numbers and we will plug them in. So we have 5 times 9, which is 45. 45 times 6 times 6 is going to be 270. And 1/3 times that, or divide that by 3, and you get 90 cubic inches, or 90 inches cubed. Okay, so that means in there, or inside of this pyramid, I would fit 90 inch by inch squares. Okay, so that's how we find the volume of a pyramid. Make sure that we understand that a pyramid has a square base. They call it a triangular pyramid if it has a triangular base. This is on page 714, and 715 shows you how to work backwards to find height or find a missing side or missing value. An example would be is if I was given the same figure that I was given before with the pyramid here, and I was given this 5 and this 9, and I was asked to find the height, then I would have to be given that the volume equals 90. Okay, so we've already solved this, and so we know we know that the height has to be 6, because when we work backwards, but again, that would, if we worked backwards, we would start with 90 equals 1/3 area of the base, 5 times 9, I'm sorry, 1/3, not 1/2, times the height. And now I would just work backwards. I would get 1/3, 45 times h equals 90. Then I would multiply 1/3 times 45, which would give me 15, times h equals 90. Divide both sides by 15, divide by 15, x would equal 6. So x equals height of pyramid. So now you know what to do, what it's talking about doing on page 714 and 715.